What's going on YouTube? I'm your host Joss and welcome back to Top 10 Beyond the Screen. Make sure you guys are following us on our new social media pages. They are linked down below. Also hang out with me until the end of this video where I will do some comment shoutouts. Today I'm doing a part 2 to a video that you guys really liked. It seems like you guys are really into knowing more behind the scenes when it comes to actors and Hollywood. Nothing wrong with a little innocent Hollywood gossip, right? Well, the list continues today. Let's get to the good stuff and jump into today's list of top 10 actors who hated their iconic roles, part 2. Starting off our list at number 10 is Daniel Craig, who took on the iconic role of James Bond and hated every minute of it. Although fans were thrilled to see him in the film series, he openly admits that he regretted taking on the role after the first 2 movies. He tells interviewers that he was obligated to do Skyfall and Quantum of Solace because he already signed a contract. The actor went as far as saying that he hopes the movie Skyfall tanks at the box office so that he could get out of it. During an interview with the Rolling Stone back in 2012, he said, "I've been trying to get out of this from the very moment I got into it, but they won't let me go. And I've agreed to do a couple more, but let's see how this one does because business is business, and if the shit goes down, I've got a contract that somebody will happily wipe their ass with." Well, it turns out that the Skyfall ended up making over $1 billion, so he was also in Spectra 3 years later. I guess his wish didn't come true. They were hoping he would come back for even more after his contract ended, but in 2015, when Time Out asked him about doing another one, his response was, "I'd rather break this glass and slit my wrists. I'm over it at the moment. All I want to do is move on." Well, that's a bit dramatic and completely inappropriate, but okay. Moving on. At number 9 we have Kate Winslet, who wasn't the biggest fan of her role in Titanic like many of us were. The actress has had a ton of amazing roles, but her role as Rose in Titanic is probably still her most well known. The movie is iconic. The actress realizes how lucky she was to land such a huge role at the age of 21, but she's also gone on the record saying how embarrassed she was by her own performance. During an interview with Hollywood, she said, "Every single scene I'm like, really? You did it like that? Oh my god, even my American accent, I can't listen to it, it's awful." Well, we often criticize ourselves harder than anyone else, but the actress stands firmly on the fact that she hates her Rose character and can't even watch it. Not just her performance, but the actress says that no one had a good time filming the movie. A variety of injuries took place on set and even the crew was miserable throughout the process. She even goes as far as saying that she hates the movie soundtrack because it was so overdone. During an interview with MTV in 2012, she said, "I feel like throwing up when I hear it. I wish I could say, oh listen everybody, it's a Celine Dion song, but I don't. I just have to sit there, you know, kind of straight face with a massive internal eye roll." Okay, so noted. If you ever meet Kate Winslet, don't bring up Titanic or Celine Dion. Swiping the number 8 spot on our list is PENN BADGLEY, also known as Dan Humphrey from the admired TV series Gossip Girl. Fans spent years adoring his character, however the actor didn't adore the role like we did. The actor has no problem dissing the series since it ended. In 2015, people interviewed him and asked him about the series coming to an end. PENN responded by saying, "It doesn't make sense at all. It wouldn't have made any sense for anybody. Gossip Girl just doesn't make sense." He even went as far as tweeting out a response to the cover art on the complete series DVD set. It's basically a picture of the cast sitting on top of the New York City skyline. He tweeted a picture of it and said, "LOL we are reclining on New York City. I'm posted up like a futon. Talk about an image of white privilege." PENN often gets asked about his character on the show, even though it ended back in 2012. People usually ask him if he liked his character Dan, to which he replies the same thing each time. His response is, "He's not real. He's a tool on the show with soap operatic arcs, and he needs to be a judgmental douchebag sometimes. I get that, but it sucks when people call me Dan and think that I'm him." Needless to say, the actor is thrilled he's been able to move on from the role and hopes fans will too. Taking our number 7 spot is Jessica Alba, who openly slams her role in Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. She took on the role of Sue Storm, which was a new perspective fans were excited to see since we were so used to seeing her as the hot girl next door. However, critics ripped apart the movie and also her performance. They called the movie terribly miscast and said that the movie should also be ashamed to show itself. Alba went on the record to blame the terrible scripting and said she was mistreated while shooting the movie. The actress opened up during an interview and stated that the director, Tim Story, made her feel worthless. She said during a scene when she was supposed to be emotional, Tim was like, "Don't do that thing with your face, just make it flat, we can CGI the tears in." She went on to explain that she felt like she wasn't good enough and that this role was the one that made her say, and I quote, "I don't care about this business anymore." And at number 6 is Jason Bateman, known for many of his roles, but fans raved about him in the comedy Horrible Bosses. The actor said he had a lot of fun with his co-stars filming the first movie, but didn't agree that there should be a sequel. The first movie was a huge success, earning $209 million after its release in 2011, which made Warner Brothers want a sequel. However, Jason Bateman, who starred in both films, saw it differently. During an interview in 2014, he said, "The second one was garbage as far as box office goes. A lot of people saw the first one, but there are plenty of films that made a lot of money where no one is interested in seeing another one." Fans were confused by his statement, seeing as he reprised his role for the second one on his own free will. On Marc Maron's WTF podcast, he admitted he took the role for the paycheck. He said, "That's a paycheck for everyone. Everyone's getting paid, it's a freebie." The actor said he prefers the majority of his other roles over the one he played in this comedic series. Halfway through our list at number 5 is Jennifer Garner, who hated her role in Elektra. The actress took on the role of the assassin Elektra back in 2005. People assumed she'd do an amazing job, seeing as she played a total boss babe for years, but the movie wasn't her best work. She's the first one to point out that she wasn't a fan of the character as well. Well, it's actually her ex-boyfriend Michael Vartan who pointed it out to us. After the movie was released, he told Us Weekly, "I heard Elektra was awful. Jennifer called me and told me it was awful. She had to do it because of Daredevil, it was in her contract." She later opened up about her feelings towards the role, and critics also weren't shy when they tore her performance apart. She responded in interviews by saying she didn't slam the project but is happy she has moved on from the role. So basically she hated it but doesn't really want to say it to the press. At number 4 we have Allison Williams, who wasn't thrilled about her role on the hit TV series Girls. The actress took on the role as Marnie, which gave her the opportunity to perform a more complex character. However, she wasn't a huge fan of her character, as she told BuzzFeed, "Marnie would drive me crazy if we were friends in real life, but I had to put that out of my head in order to play her." The actress explained that her character made a variety of bad decisions that she didn't quite agree with, but there's no denying that it is the role that made her a name in this industry. When the series wrapped, she said she was thrilled to move on to other work and other characters. Now that she's achieved some success, maybe she can afford to be a bit pickier about the roles that she takes on. But like, come on, isn't that why it's called acting? Of course you wouldn't do what your character would. It's a character. That's just my 2 cents. Alright guys, at number 3 is Adam Brody, the actor who took on the role of Seth Cohen in the TV series The OC. Fans were head over heels for his lovable, goofy, and comic book obsessed character. However, the actor wasn't such a big fan and is sick of people asking him about it. Critics said he played the role to perfection, which is probably why he's always interviewed about the role even to this day. During an interview with the Huffington Post, when he was asked whether he missed Seth Cohen, he said, "No, I don't. There are fun things about it, but that character? No. That was a character from 2004 and it's very much of that time, and no, my interests don't lie there at all anymore. It gets boring." The show ran for a total of 4 seasons, so I can understand why you might get bored playing the same character, but come on, no need to be so salty about it. In at number 2 is ROONEY Mara, the actress who took on the role as Tiger Lily in the movie PENN. There was a huge controversy when it was announced that she was cast for the role, which was debated to be whitewashing. Thousands of people protested the fact that the white actress shouldn't have been cast as the part, and shockingly, the actress actually agreed with them. During an interview with The Telegraph, Mara said she hated being the center of the controversy. She took a lot of heat when she was originally cast, but then took even more once the film came out. She explained that the role wasn't enjoyable because the whole situation made it tricky to deal with. Ultimately though, she wished that she didn't even do it. She said, "I really hate that I am on that side of the whitewashing conversation. I don't ever want to be on that side of it again. I can understand why people were upset and frustrated." She said she enjoyed her time working with the people involved in the movie, but wishes they made more of an attempt to have a diverse cast. She said, and I quote, "Do I think all of the 4 main people in the film should have been white with blonde hair and blue eyes? No, I think there should have been some diversity somewhere. I mean, we gotta give her some respect for at least admitting something like that." Taking our number 1 spot on today's list is Taylor Momsen. People people are usually shocked when they find out that Cindy Lou Who from The Grinch is actually Taylor Momsen, who is also Jenny from Gossip Girl, and who is also the punk rock and roll singer from the band The Pretty Reckless. The once cute innocent blonde actress turned her style into a punk gothic style, which is why she decided to end her time on the TV series Gossip Girl. During the 5 seasons she was on the show, she played Jenny Humphrey, a young and innocent teenager trying to make it as a fashion designer. Momsen has no issue poking fun at her character and how much she enjoyed leaving that role. Her style on the show began to change throughout the seasons because her style in real life was. She decided to leave the show where her character was written out and she turned to the music industry instead. She's had huge success with her band The Pretty Reckless and gets pretty annoyed when people ask her about her time on Gossip Girl. During an interview in 2014, she told RFT Music, "I'm not looking to go back to it. Gossip Girl was a great experience. It helped me in one way, but it also hurt me in another. When we go to shows, the fans don't give a f about the TV show. They are there for my music. If you look back at the TV show now, she's almost unrecognizable with who she actually is today. Most people don't even know that it's actually the same person." Alright guys, there's our list for today. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also make sure you leave a comment down below if you want to be featured in an upcoming video. For now, let's check out some comments from part 1. Jamal Jones says, "Bunch of ungratefulness brats." I mean, I get where you're coming from. There is people who would love to even have a chance at their role. Devin Wiggle says, "For some reason I keep staring straight at her denim jacket and yellow sweater. I'm just saying it goes well with black. Hashtag she pulls it off well. Hashtag black haired beauty." Well thanks, but fun fact, my hair is actually brown. I think it might be the lighting making it look a little darker than it actually really is. John Stevenson says, "It's hard for me to get it. Put these people to work in a factory for a few years at minimum wage, then see how they feel about those terrible acting jobs they hated so much." I mean, preach. I feel you, man. LW says, "Some of those actresses/actors have to realize there has to be an evil antagonist to have a great protagonist. They cannot always be the good person that they may be in real life." Honestly, I think I'd rather play the evil antagonist. Like, why would I want to be myself? It's acting. Give me something that's outside of my own characteristics. Alright guys, I'm taking off. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. I'm your host Joss, and I'll see you next time.